Hello, this is Dr. Satish Singhal, PhD. Today I'm going to show you reading from and writing to text files in C# and then multiple record file processing. How to process files that have many records. Okay, this is part 1, and in this one, first of all, I will show you how to bind stream reader and stream writer objects to input and output files. Okay, so let's start. So basically if we look at various parts of opening an input file, well, every input file will have a name. Here we are showing only the partial name, but really what you're looking for is a full name to the input file. And there's a stream reader class in system.io package, so you'll need something like using system.io. In a minute I'll show you the listing in the program, and once you have that, you're able to make this constructor call equal to new stream reader and pass the full path to the file. This is not a full path, this is only the relative path. Okay, so let's go to the program for that. So program for that is here, and I will not run this in Visual Studio. I'm only going to show it to you. Okay, so program is like this, that we are going to ask the user that enter full path to the input file name. And those of you who are new to programming, full path to input file include the root drive letter slash first folder slash second folder, ultimately ending in the file name and extension. So this code will, these two lines will store full path to the input file. And don't forget, we have to use using system.io, which I'm showing. Actually, I'm not showing that anywhere. That's not good. But basically, let me just type it here. Requires adding the following using directive using system.io. Without that, your program will not compile. So just think of this, that I have that somewhere, and then this code is sitting in the main method. Okay, so then it's very easy. There's a stream reader class in system.io. We create a object of that SR and pass it the full path to the input file name. If there's an error in the full path to input file name, you will have trouble, program will crash. And then whatever the name of the file is, I'm reading the entire file and typing to the out console. So I create a string data object, and then it has a read line method, just like your console has a read line method. Same thing there in SR has a read method. So read line, while is not null, null will be executed when you reach the end of the file character. And then whatever is read, I print that to console, and then I close the file. Okay, so this is a very simple application of input stream or SR stream reader object bonded to the input file. Okay, let's show something similar for the output file. So for output file we can do something like this. Let's say now foo.txt is not our input file, although that's a bad idea. Maybe I should fix that, change it to out.txt. Yeah, foo.txt was the input. Alright, and this is a better modification. So imagine your output file will be out.txt. So we pass the full path to that, to StreamRider class constructor. And the way this object SW is created, we say StreamRider SW equal to new StreamRider out.txt. Okay. So then this StreamRider object SW will be bonded to this output file, and code for that is over here. Where is it? Oh yeah, here. Okay. So I'm going to show you part of the code for it, not all of it. So here's the program. Again, system.io, using system.io is required on the top, and here I ask if file exists, yes or no, and I convert their response to uppercase. If file does exist, then I can write to it in the append mode. Okay, this is another constructor of this StreamRider class. So same thing, I get the full path to the file name, and I tell them that new data that they will be adding will be appended to the output file name, output file. And then in the figure here you saw this constructor that didn't take a second argument, but StreamRider has a second argument that if you give it a full path to the input file, output file, and a second argument called true, then it will write file in the append mode. An advantage of append mode is that you will not be deleting any data that was already existent in the file. And after that, it's pretty simple. I'm just adding some extra lines to the existing output in the file which was entered, whose full path was entered in this line. So I guess enter your name console.readline, enter your address console.readline, and notice I'm using the write line method. So just like you can use write and write line method with console, you can use the write and write line methods with the StreamRider object also. This is important. You must close the input file or StreamRider object. If you don't, there could be data sitting in the buffer. There may be data loss, and we'll describe that problem somewhere else in more detail.